Secret. So many of you have heard The Secret, you've read the book, and you have watched the documentary. You have read and heard and seen post after post about manifesting, willing, and creating into your reality. You've been told that you create your own reality, that you can manifest what you want into your reality. And you have had inconsistent success with this, for the most part. Some people can't manifest at all. Some people can. Some people can sometimes and not other times. But really, we're not getting the grasp on manifestation and the truth about it. And the secret to the secret. Even though the information revealed in that book is absolutely 100% truth, it is absolutely a real thing, the law of attraction, manifesting is absolutely real. I'm going to have to jump back in time a little bit and discuss myself, my own experiences before we can get into this. As a kid, teenager, young adult, most of my life, I used to say, well, when I was mainly when in my 20s, I stopped saying it. I don't know why, maybe just maturity. But I used to always claim and say, I always get what I want. And I did. As a kid, as a teenager, and in my early 20s, if I wanted something, if I wanted to go someplace, if I wanted to get something, I would get it. I would get it. And it would really happen effortlessly for the most part. I never understood how I really got what I wanted. I just thought, that's just the way things were working out for me. And, just as much as I got the good things that I wanted, I got a whole bunch of bad things that I didn't want, but they were things that I was aware of, things I was talking about, things I was discussing, things I was imagining. And these things were also coming into my life and happening. Life goes on. I had my ups and downs, all these things, figuring out, learning, confused, lost, sad, scared, just like you, going through life, right? We get to our great happy moments and then we're back down again. All that stuff, even more so. The abuse, the sexual, physical, mental abuse as a child, the injustices, all the crazy things that have happened in my life. But here at 50 years old, I am as happy as I can be. I have a wife, I have 3 beautiful children, and I wrote a book. It's being re-released in about 3 weeks in paperback and hardcover. I've just become the drummer for the hard rock heavy metal band Hitman. I'll be going to Greece and Chicago and doing good. So I manifest, and here I am talking with you. And as a child, when somebody used to say to me, what do you want to be when you grow up? Even as a teenager and an adult, I used to say, I just want to talk to everyone. And they used to be like, what do you mean you want to talk to everybody? I want to find a way to talk to every single person on the planet at the same time. And voila, here we are, we have the internet. I'm not saying I manifested this, but it came into my reality and it is exactly what I need to be able to contact, connect, and reach people all over the world. No more postage stamps and letters, right? I could talk to somebody in New Zealand, Australia, China, India, Singapore, today and in 2 seconds. I can see them, connect with them. So this is beyond even my childhood dreams. As life went on, and as I said, I would obtain things and acquire things and get things that I wanted in my life, but I was also getting things that I didn't want in my life. And I didn't understand, why is this happening? Why am I getting this? Why did this happen? Why am I getting angry? Why am I sad? Why am I stressed? Things are going great. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? I'd say it was probably about 2007, 2008, somewhere in there. I was at work. A couple had come in. We were talking. And they said to my coworker, The Secret. And, oh my God, you know The Secret? Oh, you know The Secret? I know The Secret. And I was like, what the hell are you two talking about? And they were like, oh my God, you don't know The Secret? And I was like, here we go. This is some Amway diamond sales pitch scam. My first initial reaction. And they were like, oh, it's this great thing about how to look at life and perceive life and understand. And I was like, really? And I was like, okay, I'm down, I'm game. I'm going to go out of work today and I'm going to find this DVD. Oh, you can go online and you can download it right from their site. You know, they were awesome. I went home and I watched it and I was blown away. I was blown away. It was right in line. It was perfect timing for me because I was just starting to read a couple of books that were really taking everything I was thinking, feeling, perceiving, and believing my entire life and really showing me where I was right and kind of putting the bigger picture for me together. And that was starting to lend way to alleviate the stress, pressure, and pain of my life. And my light, the clarity inside, was beginning to shine. And my intuition and intuitive and clairaudience and all these things started to really kick in. So I watched this documentary on The Secret, and I was like, wow, so this is what's going on. We're creating our reality. We're manifesting our realities, blah, 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 all these great things, right? It resonated absolute truth with me. So I started to kind of practice this and incorporate this into my life. And I stayed aware. I stayed aware of what I was doing, getting, right? And I realized I was still having success, but I was still failing. I was still getting and receiving negative things, and negative events were still happening in my life, even though all the great stuff was happening. So I was like, wow, I failed. I failed. But did I? Did I actually fail? And this is where I really started to understand and look at what I talk about all the time now, the completely damaged, completely corrupt, and incredibly misguided human perspective. I started to realize I wasn't failing. I'm truly creating my reality. The thoughts and the fears, the worry, the stress, the anxiety, the imaginary situations, the imaginary events, all of these things I was creating. Just as I was bringing into fruition all of the good things that I wanted and needed, we'll get to those words in a minute, wanted and needed, I was getting those too. But then I started to realize that there were other things going on. That aspect of want and need. Want and need. When you want something, I want something, oh, I want that so bad. Right now, something, a materialistic object, a person, a place, something other than yourself, is altering your emotional state of existence. It's altering your vibrational output. It's altering the perspective you're putting out into the collective consciousness. These wants and needs, they become greed and temptation. And it's the manipulation that happened to us that makes us want and need. When the only thing we truly want and need is oxygen to breathe, water to drink, the natural fruits to eat, and the love that we can all exemplify, right? So, when I started to realize that, wow, we are just seeing, perceiving, being, and believing in this crazy, chaotic world. We are existing in this just world of self-doubt. Self-doubt. That fear that I talked about. Doubt. Self-doubt. And I realized a few things. A few things clicked, or I received that information. First off, want. You cannot have what you want. You cannot have what you want. You cannot have or will not get what you need. Now, bear with me. This is so important. The next minute of dialogue is incredibly important. When you are manifesting, when you're perceiving, when you're believing and wanting these things into your reality, and you use the words want and need, there is a specific emotional intention behind those words. I want a new car. I need more money. I want a new car, I want a new car, I want a new car, I need a new car, I need more money, I need more money. I'm putting this out. Please, God, I want more money. Please, universe, I need a new car. Please, whatever, give me what I want. I want, I need. I want, I need. And what are you getting back? What are you getting back? More want and need. The more you want something, the more want you're getting back, and then the more wanting of it you will want, and you will put it back, and you've now created this ping pong game of want. The universe, mathematically, physically, electronically, gives us what we put out. I'm a dick, I'm mean, I'm angry, I'm going to get back that, right? So, wanting, needing, I need this, I need this, I need this. Oh, I just need it. More need, more need. Lose those words. Self-doubt. So let's call this perspective one. Perspective one. The perspective that we all exist in because of our parents and school and friends of society and church and state and all these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things, right? Perspective one is a perspective we all live in, that world of fear. And that fear creates self-doubt. And manifesting and willing goes beyond mindfulness and awareness, because when you're practicing mindfulness and awareness, that's constantly being in the present state, being aware of your surroundings and what you're projecting, receiving, and perceiving, right? So when we're in this state now of manifesting, creating, putting out this energy, like I said, those words we got to shift. But perspective one, that fear, self-doubt. So let's say I lose the words want. I get it, Jay. I can't want something. I'm going to get. I already have. That's the secret of the secret, right? You are supposed to perceive it and believe it as if you already have it. And you are supposed to perceive that you are absolutely 1000% grateful for having received it. And once you're putting it out, oh, thank you, universe, so much for this new car. I love my new car. I am so grateful for it. You keep putting that out, you keep putting that out. That is the way you phrase that. But the nanosecond that you go, oh, this isn't going to work. It's not going to work. When you're going, oh, I'm so glad my family is healthy, and I'm so grateful to have all of this love, and I'm so grateful to connect with all these people. I'm so grateful that all my dreams and desires are coming true. I'm just absolutely so grateful. Thank you for allowing me to have all these amazing things in my life. It's amazing. Oh, but do I deserve them? Manifesting's not real. Oh, I'm not going to do it. Once you do that, you've shifted your vibrational state of existence. You've shifted your emotional state of existence. You've shifted your perception. Now you're shifting what you're projecting, and you're going to shift what you are now receiving. So forget mindfulness and awareness right now. Those words and that intention behind your manifestation and manifesting is absolutely key and must be maintained at all times. At all times. Like I said, the second you incorporate self-doubt, you will have failure. Instantly you have unplugged that good, pure connection. You've cut it. You've damaged it. You've done something that is now altering that frequency that you're receiving. So you don't want, you don't need. We let go of fear and self-doubt. For the past 2 weeks, for the past 2 broadcasts, we have spoken about how to let go of fear and how to live a beautiful life. And if you've missed those 2 broadcasts, you're nuts. You're nuts. What I'm doing here is broadcasted for free. The information is the most beautiful, received and translated information for you. And there's no BS here. There's no BS here. I don't care, all these places charging you money and all these coaches charging you thousands of dollars and these centers charging you hundreds or thousands of dollars to learn how to meditate. You come here Wednesday and Sunday, and I'm going to reveal and teach you all of this. And beyond that, trust me. Trust me. Like I said, look, I come from a physically, emotionally, and sexually abusive family as a childhood. I grew up in the projects of Queens, New York. I had a shitty life, a shitty childhood. Great friends, Terrible childhood. In my 20s, life started to get good. I finally got out of New York. I got up into where I live now in New England. Life started to change. But still, bad things happened to me. Bad things happened to me. But I'm still here, 50 years old. I know what it is like to not be able to afford a package of ramen noodles, and I know what it's like to have over $1 million in my bank account, a Cadillac, 3 BMW motorcycles in my driveway, a townhouse with every modern convenience. I have had nothing. I have had everything. I have had no place to live, and I have been on top of the volcano in Montserrat, traversing through the rainforest. I have been to 42 out of the 50 United States, and I've been to Montserrat, Antigua, Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica, Poland, Mexico, numerous places. But I had a horrible life. But how did somebody have a horrible, horrible life, and they're still here and now living the most beautiful life that they can possibly live? I didn't pay a person a penny to help me. I didn't sit down to no therapist. I didn't find no guru, no coach. I broke the truth of our reality. I cracked the eggshell around me, and I let my light out, and I receive, and I perceive, and I believe, and I deliver. And when I'm telling you right now that you can alter your life instantly, and you can literally change your life 180 degrees drastically, you do not have to be today who you are today. You do not have to be. You can be that person that you believe you were meant to be. And you actually are that person, that being that you believe deep down inside. You know you came here with a special purpose. You know you came here to experience specific things, and you know you came here to do, see, and be something specific. And you know that most of us are not living those lives. Forget what society has done to us on the whole, the school, the parents, all that. Forget what it has done to us. What we are continuing to allow to happen to us, and what we are doing to ourselves by way of perception and projection, is what needs to change. And I'm telling you, I have an absolutely incredibly beautiful, blessed life. And the only time that it is not is when I see something, read something, hear something, or do something that makes me feel otherwise. Right? So manifesting is not only what you're putting out and how you're putting it out, but it is also what you are allowing to come in. Because if I'm manifesting a beautiful life for myself, if I'm manifesting to be able to maintain a good, healthy life and loving relationship, but then all of a sudden I'm interacting with, and I'm engaging with, and I'm enabling things that are negative to enter my life, enter my eyes, enter my ear, enter my mouth, enter my nose, enter my mind, enter my heart, enter my stomach, then I am going to alter that beautiful energy that I am creating and living in. Right? So that failure of manifesting is the intention and the words you're using. It is that aspect that you are incorporating bits and moments of self-doubt and fear into your life while you are trying to maintain and manifest. And you can't do that. You can't be a negative, worrywart, chaotic, crazy person living in a nutty, cluttered nut house and trying to manifest calm and clarity and beauty and stuff. You're just not going to do it. You've got to find a way to disengage yourself from this, alter this, so this becomes more clearer. And that self-doubt, let it go. There's nothing to fear of. You've been hearing it your whole life. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. A president said it. It's in a Rush song. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Right? We hear it all our life. But still we wake up and we let these things make us afraid and worried and stressed. And this just blows our existence away. And what is our existence here? It's what we're experiencing. It's the love or the hate. It's the happiness or sadness. It's the giving or being greedy, right? Taking and receiving isn't being greedy, but you know what I mean. I'm talking in extremes. So everything that you are getting in your life, good and bad, is because you are thinking, seeing, believing, perceiving that to be what you deserve or just what it is. That it is what it is nonsense. It is not what it is. It is what you are believing and perceiving it to be, because that's what you are projecting it to be, and that is what you are receiving. So, there is still a major key I have not gotten to yet. We hear about that gratitude. You have to give and be grateful, right? And no doubt, look, I'm here. I am here. I am alive. My consciousness, my awareness, my energy is something real, and it exists within and outside of the universe. It is tethered to the creative source of all life, right? I am here. I am a part of existence. Not the physical vessel, the energy, that little spark of light inside that's transmitting and receiving and operating this thing we call J. I'm here. So right off the bat, excuse me, I always get emotional at these points because gratitude just doesn't even begin to express how grateful, how honored and privileged I know it is to exist. I've been on the other side. I've seen him, her, it, whatever you want to believe and think it is. I've spoken to, speak to, but I literally, truly left our reality, saw the augmented realities, fell into the fractal patterns, and the universe and reality opened up, and I saw. I was there. So when I tell you that gratitude is the wrong word, it really is, because we don't even have a word. We don't have an understanding for how incredible it is that you and I get to come here, form an ego, form an identity, and play this part in this created reality. It is just, there's no words. It's beyond a gift. So if you are just not living in that light, in that truth, and in that knowing that we are connected to and created by something that is just so beyond our comprehension, then you're going to fail. We're taught gratitude, and yes, be grateful, be grateful. If that's the word we need to use, then that is the word you need to use. But grateful 2.0, grateful 10.0, you have no right to complain. No right to complain. And if you're complaining about your life, you're creating that stuff that you're complaining about, you're creating that, and you've got this cyclone, tornado around yourself. So gratitude, yes, but we've been taught a little bit of a lie since we've been children. And this is one of the things, the issues with religion and what we hear of the word faith. I speak to people who are devout Christians and Catholics and Jewish people and Muslims, and sometimes I do feel bad that they've just disconnected themselves from themselves so much that they have no faith in themselves. I put all my faith in. I've put all my faith in. I put all my faith in. No, I have no faith in myself. I have all my faith in Jesus. You hear it all the time. And that is a manipulation. Because you are created from that energy. You are that energy. You are a part of that energy. You are not separate from God, the creative source, whatever word you want to use. You are not separate. So by not having faith in yourself, you are denying the true faith of your divine connection. Let me say that again. If you do not believe you have faith, if you do not have faith in yourself, then you are damaging that connection to the divine source. Belief. The ultimate secret to the secret is belief. 100% unwavering, 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week belief in yourself. You have to have faith in yourself that you are special. You are divine. You are gifted. You are blessed. You are here. And if you give up that belief in yourself, then you will fail. You have to believe in yourself at all times. Because the truth is, the secret to your life, the secret to the secret is you. What you see, hear, believe, and perceive is the secret. I'll see you Wednesday, everybody. Have an amazing day. Take care.